and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I just have an incredibly simple recipe. I was actually looking on the interwebs for some inspiration, and I actually came across this one right on the Marshmallow website. It's kind of one of those, why didn't I think of that? It's so easy, but yet looks so delicious and very festive. I thought this one would be good for either Christmas or New Year's, or actually you could even do this one for Valentine's Day too, I feel. We're gonna start out with a double boiler. I've got my stock pot here with about 3 inches of water in the bottom, and then I have a heat safe bowl on top. I've done this before, but you're gonna wanna, I've got it already heating up to kind of speed up this process here. But I've got 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips that I'm just gonna add right to my double boiler. And I got my heat on high, and we're just gonna hopefully, yep, my bowl was already warm, so I'm trying to speed this up. But we're just gonna kind of constantly stir this, make sure our chocolate doesn't burn. It just melts nicely. Wow, okay. I've not had my coffee yet this morning, and you can tell. All right, I'm gonna speed this process up, get it all nice and melty, and I will bring it back for the next step. Okay, as you can see, my chocolate is nice and melty. I've got a baking sheet out, which I've lined with parchment paper, and then I also have my maraschino cherries here. Now, the website did suggest I use the ones with the stems. I could not find those in my grocery store, so I thought, all right, time to get creative because I still want to make these. Now, what I've done was just take out, I think I have 10 of them here. I'm not sure how many marshmallows I'm going to be able to get through, so I figured we'll just keep making them until I run out of ingredients. But I've just kind of dried them lightly with the paper towel. I just don't want that, the cherry juice to kind of ruin the setting of the chocolate. So what I've decided to do, because I don't have the stems for the cherries, see what they would normally do on the website, they tell you to coat the chocolate with the marshmallow, or the marshmallow with the chocolate, and then you put the maraschino cherry on top with the stem. I don't have the stem, so I'm just gonna kind of roll this around in the chocolate, making sure that the chocolate gets on top of my marshmallow here. And then once that's coated nicely, I'm just gonna plop it right down. And then I'm gonna put the maraschino cherry right on top of the, like right through the toothpick, so it kind of sits nicely right on the chocolate covered marshmallow. And then what I thought I could do to make it a little bit more festive, I've got my sprinkles here, which I'm almost out of those. I'm just gonna lightly sprinkle the tops. And you could totally do this with just red sprinkles too, if you wanted to do these for Valentine's Day. So I think I'll speed up the process here for you, but that way you can kind of get a good idea. Maybe I'll do one more. I just take the toothpick, I put it almost all the way through the marshmallow, but not quite. You'll be able to feel it there. And then I'm just gonna gently kind of dredge it through the chocolate, trying to make sure to get on top. And if I need to help it along, I can certainly do that. And then just lift it up carefully, stick it right on my parchment, grab my cherry, put the cherry right through the toothpick. And then I want to snug it nice and tight next to that chocolate, so it kind of, as the chocolate cools, the cherry will adhere right to the marshmallow. Nice little sprinkle, make it nice and festive. And that's it. Those are my cherry, I actually got this, like I said, from the, I think it's the Kraft Marshmallow website. I was just kind of trolling around. You know, you guys need to go to those websites. Sometimes they have some of the older recipes that we grew up with, like the classics. You know, anytime that there's like, I don't know, like the marshmallows or the Rice Krispies or different kinds, even like the flowers will have recipes either on the back of the containers or on their websites. You know, I'm pretty convinced that's where half of my grandmother's recipes came from. You know, she lived in a small town, you know, came from nowhere, and that's kind of where they got their recipes, either handed down or at church gatherings or family recipes or on the back of the box, you know. So don't forget to leave those recipes some love and just kind of see what they have to offer. I've got one from the back of an evaporated milk container that I'm wanting to try out here. I just haven't done it yet. And so definitely just, you know, go give those recipes or those recipes some love. Do one more. I like those speed cooking videos, so I'm going to try to speed this one up for you guys. This got me about 13 of my marshmallow cherry kisses. Of course, that was with the 1 cup of chocolate. You can always add another cup and make more if depending on your needs. But I think this would be perfect for a holiday, like Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, or like I said, to even leave off the sprinkles and use for a Valentine's Day, kind of a quick treat, dessert, if you will. Get creative. You can even use white chocolate or a white chocolate drizzle. You're kind of the master of your own plate, and that's why we cook at home, so we can cook to order and save a few pennies along the way. I'm going to leave these sit on my counter for about, I like the 3-hour rule. We're an hour and a half on the counter, hour and a half in the refrigerator, and then they've, in my opinion, they've set. You're just looking for the chocolate to have completely set and not be melty anymore, so that way you can pick it up and it doesn't get all messy all over the place. But that's it, the Marshmallow Cherry Kisses. Right from the Kraft website. Go check it out. It's kind of an untapped resource. All of those, just the different kinds of foods you eat in your everyday life. Usually they have a website, and 9 times out of 10 they'll share recipes with you, and I'm telling you, most of the time they're usually pretty good because they're featuring their own product. But that's it. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, and if you like what I do here, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.